Hey there, and welcome to another episode. Today we're in San Clemente, California, and we're headed to Pizza Port Brewery. Let's have some beer. Alright guys, here we are at Pizza Port Brewery in San Clemente. Let's go inside. Alright guys, so I wanted to give you a little bit of a history lesson on Pizza Port Brewing. It was actually started by a brother and sister, Vince and Gina Marsalia. In 1987, they actually bought out a failing pizza restaurant. They started building it into their own business, and they had a lot of extra room. And one day Vince decided that he was going to make use of that room and dabble in home brewing. Well, sure enough, he gained the attention of his friends and family, and in 1992, he decided to launch Pizza Port Brew Co. So now, in 2017, they are one of the biggest breweries in Orange County. They have over 5 locations, and the one that we're at today in San Clemente actually opened in 2003. Alright guys, so the first beer we're going to try today is the Fanny Pack Wit. It's a wit beer. It measures in at 4.7%, and it's got a beautiful light color. You can see right through it. It's like a golden crystal beer. Let's try it out. Cheers. This is actually a very light, smooth wit beer. The actual body is extremely mellow. You're getting a little bit of those clovey flavors that you would normally get out of maybe a Hoegaarden. And the very end actually has a really nice peppery finish. Still extremely clean. Really like this one.
Alright guys, my first beer up today is the California Honey. It's 5.5%, it's an American Pale Ale. And from what all, it sounds like this is going to be their kind of take on the blonde, so should be good. Let's check this out. Okay, right off the bat I'm getting a large smell of honey, a little bit of breadiness on the smell. I can't wait. It goes down well with like a nice blonde. However, you're getting those honey notes all throughout in the finish, the taste, and in the smell. If you're a big fan of mead or any type of honey flavor, this is definitely the way to go. Well, I wouldn't say it's my Honey Nut Cheerios, my opening beer of the morning, but if you want to have the drink of this, I wouldn't stop you.
Alright, so the next on the list is the Shark Bite Redhail. This beer actually won an award at the Great American Beer Festival, and they're also celebrating the 30th anniversary of having this beer. Really excited to try it. Let's see what it tastes like. Now this thing is a malt monster. It is packed with flavor. I'm getting a lot of toffee notes in it. It's also got that really nice sharp bite of hops, which you would expect from a beer called Shark Bite. This is absolutely delicious. If you see this beer anywhere, I definitely recommend you try it.
Alright guys, the next beer at Pizza Port here in San Clemente, California is the Rich Juice Saison. It's their take on a Saison, so obviously you're getting those wild yeast, all those cool flavors, and you know how I love my Saisons. Cheers. Alright, so right away I'm getting that tanginess that you expect from a Saison. You're getting those good mouthfeels. The texture is a little velvety, but it's not overly done. The taste is just not overpowering, not overwhelming, but it's all there. It's tasty, it's delicious, it's refreshing, it's everything you expect from a good Saison. Is it one of the best Saisons in the world? No. But is it a great Saison that I drink happily over and over again? Absolutely. Cheers.
So the next beer on the list is the Terminal 10 International IPA. You guys know I'm a huge fan of IPAs, so let's see what Pizza Port's bringing in that realm. Cheers. I am a huge fan of IPAs. There's one thing I'm not a huge fan of is when you have the same bitterness throughout and a lack of balance with the hops. For me, this just doesn't balance out very well. There are some malty notes in there, but I'm getting mostly just strong bitterness from the second it touches my tongue till even now, just sitting here. This is something that I feel like if you had a couple of them, your palate is just destroyed. At 6.5% as well, I couldn't imagine you could have more than a few of these. Not my cup of tea, not my cup of tea, but to each their own, maybe worth a try to you.
Alright guys, my next beer is the Seaside Stout. It's a 5.3% Irish dry porter, and it's on nitro, so you know how I love my nitro beers. Get the nitro going, and good nice black head, a nice little khaki type head. I can't wait to try it. Should be good. Okay, so you're getting this coffee, the roasted malts, definitely on the flavor, on the nose. But as far as the taste goes, it's falling a little flat for me. It's just not living up to the smell that you're getting off the aroma. The finish is great. The finish is good, toasty, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of coffee. But as far as the flavor goes, you're just wanting a little bit more from this, which it's not delivering. I came up with the perfect analogy for this beer, the Seaside Stout. It's a bad first date. So you go in, you look at the girl across the room, and she looks amazing. She looks gorgeous. She smells nice. She sounds nice. She has all the great statistics. And you're thinking, oh my God, this is going to be really good. This might be love at first sight. This might be the beer I may want to marry. And then it just kind of goes downhill with the flavor, the conversation. It's like, okay, this doesn't work at all. This isn't my match. This is someone else's match, but this isn't my match.
All right, so for those of you who know me, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I had to be the one to try this beer. This is an Imperial Double IPA, 8.5%. It's called Han Shot First. Just that name alone gets me excited about this beer. I really hope that it stands up to the name. It sounds pretty potent at 8.5%. So let's give it a shot. Oh wow. So this is very much a very hoppy beer. At the same time though, you're getting a lot of malt flavor in there. And the hops that they're using, I can't put my finger on which one it is, but it's absolutely delicious. I actually have a cleaner finish with this Imperial Double than I did the Terminal 10 IPA. This is a great beer. I'd be afraid because this would be the type of beer I would have 2 or 3 of, and next thing I know, I'm pretty trashed. Awesome beer though.
Alright guys, my next beer is the Christmas Island. It's their seasonal stout, and don't have a lot of statistics about it, but it smells delicious. Let me just tell you that. Even darker head on the top, but still pouring black. It looks good. I like my stouts. Let's try this one. Ooh. Okay, so right away, right off the bat, the flavor on this one I like so much better than the Seaside Stout. You're getting a lot of those cinnamon, those spicy notes that you get from a nice seasonal winter beer, and this has all of it. The aroma, maybe a little bit to be desired. I mean, you're not smelling all those great spices right off the bat. A hint of them, but not as much as you get in the flavor. The finish, though, is fantastic. You're getting all those good seasonal, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, just right in the back of your throat, and along with those roasted notes, and it's just, as far as stouts go, this is the one to get here at Pizza Port.
The next beer on my list is the Bolt Up Brown. This is a 5% brown ale. It's got a beautiful light color, so we'll see how they do with this one. It's very light. It's got a lot of biscuity, toasty flavors in it. You get a lot of caramel in there as well. It's got a really dry finish to it. It's a smooth beer. I like my brown ales with a little less of the hoppiness that's in there. This has actually got a decent amount of hops for a brown ale. but it's still really good. Every one of those flavors is coming out in here, so I really do like it.
All right, guys, my next beer up is the Wahlburger. It is a German-style Keller beer, and obviously you know what that name kind of entails, so say hello to your mother for me. Cheers. Ooh. Surprisingly enough, this is probably one of my favorite beers of the day. It's light, it's crisp, it's clean, it's a great German beer. Tasting this, you won't be surprised that they've won Best Brewery of the Year at the Great American Beer Fest oh so many times. It is delicious, it's refreshing. This is not something you'd expect to find at a microbrewery. This is something you'd expect to find at like a nice German beer garden or Oktoberfest or something like that. It is delicious, it's crisp, it's clean. I love it. It's not overpowering. You're not getting a whole bunch of like strong flavors, but this isn't what it's meant to be. It's a good interpretation of a German beer. Cheers. Prost.
All right, guys, so the next beer on the list is Swami's IPA. It ranks in at 6.8%, so it's pretty high in the ABV realm. It's got a beautiful light golden color to it. I'm getting a lot of citrus notes right off the bat. That aroma is kicking up all kinds of orange peel, grapefruit, all that good stuff. That's exactly what I love in an IPA. So I think this one I'm really gonna enjoy. Oh yeah. This IPA does not disappoint. It is packed with citrus flavors. It's got a piney finish to it, which is nice because it really cleans off the palate. It's not lingering too long. It's almost like a breath mint after you finish, chewing on it. It's really good. This would be great to pair with food. I kind of wish I had this when we started eating pizza today, because this would have just gone perfectly.
So my next beer up is the T Street Wheat. It is their American style pale ale with wheat. American wheat pale ale. It comes in at 3.9%, and obviously you're thinking all those good wheat beers. This is another one to try. Good, clean, clear thing. That's what you're looking at. Check it out. It's pretty good. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers. Okay, so it tastes like a great Hefeweizen. You're getting banana notes, clove notes, getting that good smell, good crisp, clean finish. Body's not overwhelming, but you're getting a lot of banana on the flavor. Not very heavy, very light. What do you expect from a good Hefeweizen? And it's very, very drinkable, which is just fantastic. This is what you're expecting from all these light beers here at Pizza Port here at San Clemente. I love it. It's great. Cheers.
All right, so this next one is going to be a doozy. It's a Belgian triple, and it's called Faceplant. Now, the guy working here told me that this is one of their most popular beers, so my guess is it probably tastes fantastic. At 11%, I'm a little scared. Wish me luck. Whoa. Wow. So this thing has got so many fruity flavors in it. I can't put it to words. It's got a lot of like apple flavors to it. It's almost like a thick, syrupy apple cider. It's smooth, it's crisp, it's got an amazing mouthfeel to it. At 11%, this can be really dangerous. 2 or 3 of these and you're in a bad place, or a good place, depending on how you look at it. This is a good one.
One thing I want to mark about the finish, it tastes like a caramelized banana is in your mouth. Like someone just took a blowtorch, caramelized it very good, just stuck it in your mouth. Just fantastic flavors. I love it. You can do exactly what I
took a caramelized banana and just shoved it in your mouth. Shoved it in your mouth. Like a caramelized banana shoved in your mouth.
All right, my next beer is the Graveyard. 6.2% American Pale Ale. Obviously, we're just in the hubbub of pale ales and American pale ales, San Diego County, Southern Orange County. I've tried most of them along with Jeff. Let's see how this one stacks up with the rest of them. Good, crisp, clean, clear. I'm curious. Let's see how it tastes. Prost. Ooh. Okay, so with almost all of these beers, you're getting a good hoppy flavor when it comes to their IPAs. The flavor that is there, the body is there. The finish, it lingers, but just not too long. It's very, very good. Is it one of the best IPAs up and down the coast? Probably. Is it the best? No. But if you're going to have a conversation with someone, this has to be in the conversation for like that Mount Rushmore of IPAs along the San Diego coast. So it's very tasty. It's very good. And I'd have two or three more of these.
All right, guys. So the final beer I'm trying today is the Dusk Till Dawn. This is a bourbon barrel-aged double Imperial Porter. It's a mouthful, but that's usually a sign that the beer itself is going to taste delicious. At 10.5, I'm glad this is my last beer because Justin's going to be carting me out of here. Let's see how this tastes. Oh, wow. So I'm usually not a huge fan of bourbon barrel-aged beers, but this thing is absolutely fantastic. It has got tons of coffee notes, tons of chocolate notes. The chocolate is, wow, it's still on my tongue. Super packed. The bourbon barrels add a nice complexity to the actual beer itself, but doesn't overpower it. It doesn't taste like you're drinking a liquor. This tastes like you're drinking a solid, well-made porter. Hey guys, check it out. I got a parrot on my shoulder. Hey Polly. Hey Polly, you want a cracker? Hey Polly, want a cracker?
Alright guys, my last beer here is going to be the Mayday. It's the American Double IPA, 8.9%. Obviously going to be probably a beast. I can't wait to try this, and I know Jeff can't wait to try this either. Cheers. Right away, you're getting all those hops, and the smell, the taste, the finish. It is a hoppy little beast. It's not overpowering though. It's all very restrained. It never got too far out of control. You're getting it, but it's not overpowering it. You can still taste the malt. You can still taste everything else that goes into it. Everything's in balance, but everything's very strong and in your face, as a double IPA should be. It tastes good. It finishes clean. The finish lasts a little bit. Actually, let me rephrase that. It's not clean. You're getting a long-lasting finish. It doesn't last too long though. Guys, as I'm talking, it's just finishing more and more, and it goes long and it changes a little bit. It gets more complex, a little less hoppy, a little more malty, and you're finding all these little flavors in the finish. And it's still going on right now. It's a very long-lasting beer. Is it a bad thing? No. But is it one of those that you want to just chug on a summer day? Absolutely not. This is one of those great sipping beers that you should just enjoy with friends. Sit back, enjoy by a fire, light up a stogie if you're so inclined, light up other stuff if you're so inclined, and just enjoy.
All right guys, that's gonna do it for this episode at Pizza Port Brewing. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Let's Have Some Beer.